welcome you all to the prefabricated structure. Today we are going to discuss about the topic performance of components. So performance will always depend on some factors. So we have listed out some factors here. So these factors are very much important in how it been performed. Okay, so when we go for prefabrication component, it appearance should be in a aesthetic manner. So we need to go for a well-known appearance by designing in a good manner. So outer appearance should be very nice, and then structural capability. In same way, we need to design the structure to have a maximum carrying load capacity. So that is said as a structural capability. And then thermal properties. It should behave well in outer atmosphere. And then sound insulation, because we go for sandwich panels in some areas, so it restricts the sounds. So it should be an acoustic material, and then also it resists the fire and vermin, insect resistance, and also the fire should be resisted. And then durability and moist resistance. So normally durability is spoken in all the structures. And then moisture, while we go for rainy season, it should not be affected with the moisture. So we need to go for moisture resistance. And then toxicity and breathability. What material we are going to use, it should not be toxic. And then breathability to the people who live in the interior of the building should be well with the air which comes in the inner place. So it should not be affected to the peoples. So like this we have 8 categories, and the last one is environmental impacts. So that is said to be a sustainability. So these are the main things about performance. Okay, so we will discuss these things separately now. So the first one is appearance. You can see bottom we have some image. So this is a prefabricated building. It looks very good in appearance. So like this we need to go, not by going to the traditional one. We can go like this. So we can get an aesthetic view point of view. Also we are getting some good look. So this has been attained by better quality control shape and size of precast element. So they are giving a quality control. Okay, the shape and size of precast element have some quality control, so we need to go according to that. And then concrete panels, generally they are light gray in color and have a smooth even finish and mechanized centralized. So mechanized centralized, we know what is meant by centralization. So it is a centralized system which will be done in the manufacturing site. Okay, and we have smooth even finish. After finishing this, we can go for whatever we required, extra materials, we can go for that. By this we can reduce the number of joints. So this comes in the appearance point of. Then second one is structural capability. So strict quality control system ensure high performance in structural design. Full advantage of properties of cement and steel can be exploited. Generally we go for prefabrication. We discuss about the high performance, because the main advantage of prefabrication is it carries the maximum load. So high performance is got from the prefabrication. So while designing itself we need to consider these things. And then they have given here the minimum thickness is 125 mm. So this 125 mm in site condition, it is necessary 65 mm is necessary always, but due to the formwork limitation we can't go for like thinner section. So the minimum thickness generally it is 125 mm. And then in third point they have given a 50% reduction in the cross section area, means a similar reduction in the material consumption and dead load on the structural system. Precast element can be used efficiently for most of the building. So you can see reduce the cross sectional area. Okay, so the dead load and live load will be remain same, but in same way we can minimize the area. So this is also an advantage. And in next point they are mentioning about carrying live load and dead load. So this is also mentioned here. And additional reinforcement is required. So this is required because while we go for joining the beam to beam or beam to column, we go for additional reinforcement. So wherever required, we go for additional reinforcement. And then to provide the interlocking system also, we required the reinforcement. And to make it as a monolithic way, we need some interlocking system. So that is been mentioned in the first point. So you can see that in slabs provided with interlocking system, to avoid independent displacement of slabs must be manufactured with M40 grade concrete in given durable and stronger slab than cast in situ slab. So the M40 grade of concrete is used for durable conditions. So it gives a stronger way while we considering the cast in situ slab. And then waffle unit. So in the below image, you can see that waffle slab. So by using this technique, by using this, you can reduce the 10%. Okay, you can save it all. 10% you can save. And then this shape is like an inverted square. You can see it is an inverted square or rectangular. In some places you can see the rectangular. So this dimension is varies from 1.2 meter, and for larger spans beyond 6 meter also. So it looks like a grid pattern. Okay, so this is mentioned in the structural capability. And then thermal properties. Generally we go for thermal testing also. In this performance, we will discuss mostly about the wall panel, because wall panel is the one which protect us from the external environment. So they go for insulating coverings. So you can see here in this image. We have comes with 3 layers. So this is the first layer, and the yellow one is second layer, and another one is third layer. So the first and third layer, or maybe cement plaster or concrete, and the center have some insulating material which is used for thermal behavior. So this may be thermocol or some other insulating material can be placed at center. So it behaves as a thermal resistance. Okay, so by this we can resist the outer temperature. So it is generally said as sandwich. So it is a good thermal properties. We can resist some good thermal outer temperatures we can resist. So that is mainly mentioned. Sorry, that is a main point while we discuss about thermal properties. So you can see here. Here we have some 3 layers. So the center one have some insulating material. So this is a sandwich panel. In first image you can see that. And here also they have mentioned 1 layer, 2 layer, 3 layer. So the 2 layer, you can see some layer has been at second, and it has been covered with the minimum thin section of layer as third. So then with the maximum size. Okay, so these are some of the wall panels. And sound insulation, while we go for thermal and sound insulation, sandwich is the main part. Okay, so sandwich is the main part. Both should carry the thermal and also the sound insulation part. So acoustic material, we can place instead of thermocol, we can place some acoustic materials also in center portion. You can see here the center portion with some material. So this will insulate the sound. Okay, so it restrict the sound, so the outer sound will not disturb the inner peoples. So in this perspective, they are going for sandwich. Okay, and then fire and vermin resistance. Normally the precast concrete is not burned, and we have time up to 4 hours. We need to design in this perspective. So construction with fire rating achievable up to 4 hours. Okay, and then they are readily incorporated into fire resistant. So that is said as fire resistant. And vermin attacks. So the vermin is nothing but insects. So it should not get affected with the insects. So it should resist that also. And then durability and moisture condition. Generally we go for durability always. While we designing the components, we are more discussed with the serviceability factor, and then also the durability is the main thing. So we go for a safe structural design, and here it gives an high durable and low maintenance. Okay, so safe structural design which satisfy the high durable and low maintenance, and they perform well even under high humidity. And while we discussing about moisture resistance, humidity condition is a major task. So it should behave a well component in high humidity condition and or constant wetting. So while it is a rainy season, it should avoid some dampness in their component. The outer layer which is not been plastered, while we get some wet air, we will feel that presence in inner conditions. So to avoid that, we go for wall with the water coating. So but in this prefabrication, we should not sorry we should design in a particular way that we don't need a waterproofing coat separately. So for external application, we need to go in that view. So that is said to be a good performance. Okay. And then toxicity and breathability. While we go for toxicity, we need to discuss what are the materials we are going to use. Same way we are going to use here cement, sand and water, but it should not have some toxic volatile material. So you need to consider that. So off gassing is nothing but off gassing is generally said for chemical gassing, okay, which are harmful to humans. So how we need to avoid while considering the component performance, it should avoid the toxic substances. So that is mentioned in the first point. And in second point, they have mentioned it is an controlled environmental pollution of air, water and site can be reduced and controlled. So that is the second point. So it give you some good breath. So that is the main point. And then sustainability, so that is environmental impact. So this is the last performance. So you need to take the material in perspective of minimizing the environmental pollutions. So generally while we go for site condition, we have more pollution, but while you go for manufacturing the components in a factory, so that reduces the site. Okay, so that reduces the site pollution. So you can see that decreasing on site pollution. Okay, so the decreasing the site pollution, that is the main point. And keeping that keeping the work qualitatively better and reliable. Okay, so that is mentioned. And in precast construction, similar types of components are produced repeatedly, resulting in increasing productivity and economic in cost too. So we know that we can minimize the cost because we are going to cast it in a separate area, so that reduces the cost. And also they are mentioning about the environmental impacts. So we are not going for site work. So the site work carries the maximum pollution, so we can restrict that pollution. So this is said to be a sustainability. So these are the points, important points in while you go for components behavior. So these are some of the performance we need while you design the structural components in prefabrication. Thank you.